a linear equation in one variable x. In general, we have the notation x, but it could be any variable notation. And this equation also called the first degree equation. It is an equation that can be transformed into the form of ax plus b equals 0, where a and b are real numbers and a is not 0. For these examples, we are going to solve the following linear equations. In part A, we have the equation 0.5t plus 1.4 equals 3t. Our variable in this problem is the letter t. To solve it, we're going to transform into the formula ax plus b equals 0, but this time we don't have x, we have the t. So basically, we're going to collect the terms containing the variable t by subtracting 3t both sides. And then we can see that the right-hand side becomes 0. So the left-hand side becomes negative 3 plus 0.5 or negative 2.5 times t plus 1.4 equals 0. And then what we have to do next, we are going to isolate the variable t term by itself. So what we're going to do, we're going to subtract 1.4 both sides of the equation. And then at this point, we can see that the left-hand side remains negative 2.5t. The right-hand side is negative 1.4. And then we're going to solve for t. To solve for t, I'm going to rewrite the expression on the other area of the paper here. And then divide both sides by the coefficient of the t. We can cancel out the coefficient for the negative 2.5. Now the left-hand side becomes t. The right-hand side, negative and negative, can be reduced. Now we get 1.4 divided by 2.5 as the solution for this problem. The next example, we have the expression 1.8 times x plus 3.9 times quantity x plus 4 on the left equals 44.1. In this case, the variable is x. We see x term with the 1.8 times x and the x as part of the quantity x plus 4. So what we're going to do in this case, we're going to expand all the terms out. Basically, we're going to multiply 3.9 to the x and to the 4. So we get 1.8 times x plus 3.9 times x plus 3.9 times 4. That becomes 15.6 equals 44.1. And then we have like terms 1.8x and 3.9x. Combine like terms 1.8 plus 3.9. That becomes 5.7. So these two terms becomes 5.7 times x plus 15.6 equals 44.1. Now we have only one single term containing x. We're going to leave that term by itself. The next step, we just subtract 15.6 both sides of the equation. These two terms will be gone. The left-hand side becomes 5.7 times x equals the right-hand side, which is 44.1, subtracted by the value 15.6 becomes 28.5. And the next step, we divide both sides by the coefficient of the x. Reduce this. and then give us x equals 28.5 divided by 5.7. And simplify it to be just the value 5. So the answer x equals 5 for part B. Another example, we have the quantity 2y plus 3 divided by 4 plus 3 over 2 equals the quantity 3y minus 1 divided by 2. For this problem, the variable is the variable y. We have the denominator. So the first step, we are going to multiply all terms by the common denominator. So the common denominator, or the LCD, is the value 4. So multiply all by 4. So 4 multiplied by the quantity 2y plus 3 divided by 4 plus 4 times 3 over 2 equals 4 multiplied by the quantity 3y minus 1 divided by 2, and then simplify it. You see 4 and 4 reduce, 4 and 2 reduce, we leave 2 as the result here, 2 and 4 reduce, to leave 2 there as a reduced factor. And next, the next step is just rewrite, take away the grouping symbol of the first quantity, becomes 2y plus 3. And the next one, 2 times 3 becomes 6, equals the right hand side, 2 times the quantity 3y minus 1, which is 6 times y minus 2. Now the denominators are gone. Next, we're gonna have to make it simpler by collecting the terms contain the y, by moving the terms to the right hand side, to the left hand side, sorry. As you can move to the left or to the right, doesn't matter, but for our convenience, we move everything to the left hand side. I mean, the terms containing y to the left hand side. So this way, 6y minus 6y will be cancelled out. On the right hand side, the y term gone. And then the left hand side, 2 minus 6 as a coefficient of the y becomes negative 4y. 3 and 6 becomes 9 equals negative 2. And the next step, we're gonna subtract 9 both sides and becomes negative 4y equals negative 11. Therefore, we have y equals negative 11 over negative 4, which is 11 over 4.